Speak now to Harry Newman, a director of the London-based think tank Open Europe. Thanks for joining us on Euronews now. There's always a compromise in any deal, but Theresa May says the draft EU agreement is the right one for the UK. Do you agree?
I think there's clearly some wins here for the UK. I think the default from this political declaration with an agreement based on the Canada trade deal, but it's possible that it also ends up being closer. So it sets the options to go more towards the Chequers-style agreement that the government was talking about over the summer, although perhaps not quite there. So there are some wins for the UK. They haven't capitulated on fishing rights, for example, and she's got a definitive end to free movement and also the acknowledgement that the UK will end up with an independent trade policy.
Sunday's expected summit could mark the end of an important chapter in the Brexit process. Do you think it also marks the end of the push for a so-called people's vote?
No, I suspect that we'll continue arguing about Brexit well beyond the end of Article 50 and into the next few years. And that's really what this document does. It sets out choices. It doesn't give answers. And the discussions within the UK are going to continue to be very divided about the right path for the future. So I think the option of a second referendum remains highly unlikely. I don't think any of this changes this. But equally, the problem that Theresa May has is that she needs to get her deal through Parliament. And there's no possibility of the current deal passing Parliament, and certainly not the first vote. So I think the EU will be loath to reopen the document, both the withdrawal and the future declaration. But they may need to if they ultimately want to get a document that can work in Westminster and not just in Brussels theory.
Harry Newman, a director of the London-based think tank Open Europe there.